All righty, we're here. Is the it's because I'm running 5 watts because I just decided for here. This is K4PW with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Network. Emergency or priority traffic. Very good. Again, I'm running 5 watts, and I'm pretty sure we can. We've done it before. But anyway, if you have any emergency or priority traffic, you can break for any time. If you have an emergency, please call 911 first. For information on this net, you can watch us right now and listen. That would be the real issue. You don't need to watch me, but listen for who you can hear on your station, and perhaps you'll understand what I can hear here if you're watching it on YouTube. But the purpose of the net is to have fun, to understand who you can hear, and well, really, that's it. Who you can hear, and then you can hear me who on the web here. But anyway, that's the reason for that. But you can see us here on YouTube, which is just search for my call in the search block in YouTube, or you can jump over and look for information on the 146415.net. That's 146415.net. Or you can go to our groups.io page, which is under MJSS, Mountain Juliet Simplex Society. So that's groups, GROUPS India Oscar, and then just do a search in that system for under MJSS, Mountain Juliet Simplex Society. Also, you can email me at K4PEW. Where am I? ARRL.net. And again, purpose of that is to have fun. Figure out who you can hear and who you can't hear, and try to make your station better and improve how you operate in the hobby. And at some point, and hopefully never, but at some point in your life, you may have to become a communication center for your neighbors and maybe even your family. But it doesn't come up too often, but it's nice to be prepared. People in the military often spend a whole career and never shoot a gun in anger, or at least told to shoot a gun in anger. So anyway, we invite everyone. 5 watt not. Just remember that for users that are checking in early or checking in semi-early. Use this net to announce amateur radio events and activities. And then the events tonight are the routine ones. Internet. That's on 146.415. We do the buy, sell, swap, and swindle net on the same frequency. Immediately following the 2-meter check-in. And little discussion, and we're going to do a 2-meter upper sideband on 144.240. That's 144.240. And then we do a 6-meter upper sideband net on 50. That's 50.135. 50.135. And that's all tonight. So 5 watts. I'm on 5 watts, and I can hear you, which I usually can. There's going to be rare events I can't. But I think it makes it a little more exciting to begin to understand the limitations of your elevation or limitations of your antenna, and it does make it for a lot more, well, I don't know if it makes fun or not, but it makes for interesting observations. Remember, 5 watts. We want everybody on 5 watts on the 2-meter FM now. 2-meter FM. Now, do we have any other announcements for the net? Let me think now. It's just Saturday. Well, we've got a 10-meter net tomorrow night. 10-meter net tomorrow night. 50. It doesn't matter how many you get. 500,000 legal limit on 10 meters. That's at 7:30 p.m. Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. here on 146. Well, it's not 146, 415. You're going to be on 28.415. 28.14. Yeah, 28.145. 146. I'm even saying the wrong numbers. 28.146. Yeah, I can't even say that right. 28.415. All right, sorry about all that. 28.415. I don't know why I got those numbers transposed, but I certainly did. All righty. Remember, 2 meters where we are now. It's 5 watts from every participant. If for some reason I can't hear you on the check-in, please bump up your power. I don't want you to do that, but don't do it right off the bat. Okay, we're going to be starting from the south, where this is net number 608. It is July 25th, 2020. Is there something else? Oh yes, so when we do the check-ins, again, it's your call, your name, and social security number. No, not your social security number. Your location. Call, name, and location. So we'll again, we're starting from the south, so please come now.
Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor.
Ah, very good. S5 on 5 watts there, Larry. It's Larry in Rockvale. Very good. Hear you real good. Who else is next? By the way, that was Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. Anybody else from the south, please come now. Remember everybody, we're on 5 watts.
There's 4 EBX 80 from Label, running 5 watts and 3.5 amps.
Well, you're S4, you're over 40 over or 50 over to me, Eddie. So you're doing Echo Bravo X-ray. It's Eddie. He's in Gladeville on 5 watts. Is there anybody else south? Please come in. Well, we can live with that. How you doing there, Kent? 5.5, huh? Well, we'll figure that it's probably less than that when it hits the antenna. How's that?
Especially if it goes to the B connector.
Very good. That's Whiskey Victor 4 Delta. That's Ken. He is in Smyrna. Is that what I have? Smyrna, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, very good. Ken in Smyrna. Whiskey Victor 4 Delta. Let me look at that. Give me just your call again.
Whiskey Victor 4 Delta.
Yeah, 50 over. Like I'm worried about that one. All right, who else is next? Tim now on 5 watts.
Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet Jim in Woodbury on 5 watts.
Ah, very good. Looks like you're bumping up into S7 there, Jim. You're doing that real good in Woodbury. That's Jim in Woodbury. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. He's got a little bit of a advantage, at least from his location. He's using a 10-element beam, but that's what makes for a good station, is the ability to get out from where you are on the fringes. Who else is south? 5 watts, please. Give me your call one more time. I wasn't looking at the meter. I just want to see how we were doing.
4 CCQ.
Yeah, very good. You're bumping over S5, so you're doing great there, Preston. Preston is in Possum Trot. That's Kilo November 4 Charlie Quebec. Good to hear you in there. You almost got a certificate, man. You missed a few nets, but no, we're glad to have you, Preston. Again, in Possum Trot, Kilo November 4 Charlie Quebec. Preston's one of the key guys down there in the Rutherford County Simplex net. That's the first week in every month. Who else is south? Please come in.
Okay, 4 IDs.
What's on you?
Well, it's mobile and low power. That's not all I know.
Okay, your car's on low power or your radio's on?
I'm in my driveway.
Ah, okay, very good. Very good. That's Robin. He's down south here, in just south of me, about 5 miles. Kilo 4 India Delta Charlie. Not sure about the power, but it's low power on the radio. Which radio is that, Rob?
Oh, Kenwood. Let's see. 721A.
I think low power on that is 5 watts, is it not?
I don't know.
We'll look it up later. You look it up later. It doesn't matter. The signal's fine. Kilo 4 India Delta Charlie Robin. Yeah, technically in Hermitage, but he's 5 miles south of me, just over there by Percy Priest Lake. Who else is south? Please come in. I'm hearing somebody break the squelch a little bit. If you think you can't get out to me, just go ahead and bump it up. Or you can come back. Anybody else south? Sorry for the delay. I wanted to turn off the fan. It was distracting me. Anybody else south? Somebody was breaking the squelch, but I'm not sure if that was just one of my settings on the radio. All right, well, then we will move over to the east. Please come now. In there, but that's James here in Mount Juliet. 5 Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel, India. Very good, James. Good to have you in there. Who else is east?
4 DTZ. I watched.
Hold on, Richard. Had to double in there, but Johnny beat you. Ground plane you got there, huh?
I switched out the coax too, so none for my receive.
No, it wouldn't do a great deal than you had before.
Okay, copy that. All right, I'll let you continue. Back over to net control, KO4DT, clear.
Very good. That was Johnny. He is in Inglewood, Kilo 4 Delta Tango, making little changes to his station. The next one's going to be an antenna. I'm confident of it. He's working off kind of a homemade ground plan. Hi, B. How you doing?
Can't plus, can't come morning because I was just too dead gum tired. I tried to get up at 5:30 and it didn't work. But anyway, checked in KI4S. A good night, a good day, and I hope everybody's healthy. I'm on 5 watts, by the way. Take care, KI4S. I'll be back to net 7 degrees.
Fine with an S5 signal, and of course I'm going to check in. Daphne is 2. Yeah, no, yeah, you missed a good time. It was about 10 of us there. Even learned something. And that was Kilo India 4 Sierra India Bravo on 5 watts, just west of downtown Lebanon, east.
Kilo 4 Juliet Zulu at 5 watts.
Very good, John. Sound great. Of course, I would expect nothing less, being as close as, relatively close as you are. That's Kilo 4. Who else? East, please come in. I don't think that was a double. Give me that call one more time, please, because it was the signal was kind of garbled. Ah, there we go. We did have a double in there. I got Kilo Echo 4 TW. Hold on one second.
4 Yankee Hotel.
Ah, very good. Darn if I didn't. Hold on one second. I actually got a cheat sheet now because I get tired of getting things right. Kilo Golf 4. Let me look that up. Kilo Golf 4. You know, I don't have you on the list here because you apparently aren't on the.
First check in. This name is Jonathan. Jona. Jonathan. Location is Joelton, Tennessee.
Ah, very good. You're doing great. Yeah, you're the one that.
Get down to 5. It looks like I'm running 6 watts.
Oh, that's very good, Joelton. Of course, you've got a nice built-in elevation advantage to a lot of people in Joelton, don't you?
I do. We're plus about 58 feet of tower.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, you're. Know that that's a great location in terms of elevation. I'm at 686, and that's really good for Mount Juliet. There might be a couple in Wilson County, but this one is excellent because it's a clear shot over to the west and a clear shot pretty much up to you guys in Joelton. So Golf 4 Foxtrot Yankee Hotel, and could you have you in the first check-in? But I found that you weren't on the list. By the way, if you want to, do you want me to add? Well, I'll just go ahead. Is your email good on QRZ?
Good. I would like to be on the list.
Okay, we just generally just send out reminders for the nets, that kind of stuff. It's nothing really too extraordinary. Mostly limited to ham radio and ham radio issues. You know. Anyway, I'll do that. Who else? Let's see. We had KE4 watts from down there in Watertown West.
Yeah, I'm curious what my estimator reading is.
That is S3 tonight. Had you made any changes, Wes? Okay, very good. In fact, that was one of the reasons I decided to do this, because conditions recently have been very good for 2 meters, and I just thought it might. We hadn't done the 2 meter, the 5 watts only, and well, I don't know how many, maybe a year.
Oh, ask Wes if he wants any help putting an antenna on his new car.
Wants to know if you need any help putting a new antenna in your car.
That'll be a big negative.
Says no, negative. All right, let's move on. Take your grudges offline here. All right, who in Ribbings? Who else is east? Please come. There was a double, but I got you in there real clear, Stan. I wasn't looking at the meter, but it's a nice to tell the difference tonight between what you're signaling. Give me a call again, and I'll look at the meter here.
Okay,
yeah.
If I get that treetop.
You see, did what about the treetop?
Close to the antenna cut.
Ah, maybe that did make a difference. Fantastic. That's Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo Stan, town Lebanon. Who else was in there?
KV4 SFM.
You sound good tonight. And you did you manage to take your TS 2000 down past 100 watts?
No, it's not on, but it's only putting out about 4 watts.
Aha. So was this the test that proved you had to go to the shop?
It's not putting out more than 4 watts, even when I've got the dial set at 50. I think the finals are about gone.
Or the knobs on crooked?
Could be an operator problem.
Yeah, very good. That's Tom. Anybody else east, please come. All right, well, let's move over to the north then. Please come now. North of Mount Juliet, north of Wilson County.
WB0 NOL, Mark.
I had Mark in there in Northwest Wilson, Whiskey Bravo 0 Oscar. Yeah, you got a good signal there. Give me your call one more time, Mark.
Yeah, Whiskey Bravo 0, November Oscar Oscar. That power, so I'm guessing that's about 5 watts.
Well, I'm guessing you're right. Of course, that wouldn't be off by too much. Of course, that's it. Oh, your 5 watts isn't critical to my listening. It's Wilson up by the Weather Bureau. Was that John? And was that you? Who was checking in right at that time from north?
KV9 RKK, 1.5 watts.
More time on the call, and I'll tell you.
KV9 RKK.
It's 8 here on 1.5 watts. That's what it's showing on the meter, or I mean, are you metering it in a different way?
It's at 0% on the just under 1.5.
So we can guess out the antenna. It might be less than that.
Yeah, it's 50 foot, 400. So yeah, it's way less.
Yeah, that's great. Terrific. Well, it's kind of that's how we. That's the kind of thing that gives people a little test of how well their systems work, and it gives other people, not necessarily you in this case, and how in relationship. Of course, some of those people that are way out may not be able. Anyway, at least they get an idea. All right, who else is north? Please come on.
KC9 ETS, Paul, North Mount Juliet 5.
Ah, very good. Are you doing something different with your audio? Because your audio seems thin.
I don't think so. Element though.
No, you're good. I just wanted, it was a good. The audio is fine. I didn't remember it being, you know what I mean. It just seems to have a very narrow sound to it. That's all. But no, you had a good sound, good audio, and yeah, good audio. And one more time on the signal, you're going to be good from Mount Juliet.
Plastic icon hand mic.
Nah, it could be. You're right. I get really, expensive mics, and I have an expensive mic, and so I presume my audio sounds good to everybody, but some people don't care, and it isn't really that critical. You were like, I think it was 30 or 40 over there on that low power, so you're doing great. Again, though, you're really close to me. Very good.
Whiskey Echo 4 Echo, Danny and Henderson. Not too bad so far.
Perfect recovery, did you?
Today, but I've had several really good days last couple days. So my voice is a little weak tonight, but overall not too.
Very good. Well, you're like 40 or 50 over. Were you on 5 watts?
Yep, 5 screaming watts.
Well, it's doing well from Hendersonville. That was Dan Echo 4 Echo in Hendersonville. Good signal out of Hendersonville. Who else is north?
KN4 FAX, Odison.
Hey, Otis, were you able to get it down to 5 watts there?
Right on 5 watts.
Yeah, very good. Well, you're still like doing a good job tonight. That was Otis in Hendersonville. That's Kilo November 4 Foxtrot Alpha X-ray. You can go to bed now. All right, very good. We'll try to move it along for you. And again, Otis in the Hendersonville. On that at over 90 years old. Kilo November 4 Foxtrot Alpha X-ray. Who else is north?
Man.
Yeah.
Even over KN4 FAX, KO4 GTZ. Oh, John. Maybe we'll catch you later, a little bit later. Hey, thanks for the comment.
Very good. Who else we got?
What?
Hey, very good, David. That's a Whiskey 4 Charlie on 5 big watts. Sounds like a good signal there up in it's Madison? Yeah, it's Madison.
Gallatin.
It ended in the same letter. That's close. I was going to say Gallatin, but for some reason one of my thoughts there was Madison. I'm sorry about that. Very good, Gallatin. That's David, Whiskey 4 Delta Tango Charlie. Who else is? Well, we'll come back to late check-ins, but anybody else north? West, please come now. Anybody west on 5 watts, please come now. Hey, there you go, Jeff. You're on. You sound good on 5 watts, I'll tell you.
Yeah, well,
To me from your location, so it's obviously we got a nice path.
yeah, well, I mean, I could probably hook an HT up to the same thing, but I guess, like I said, it's just nice, nice path.
Yeah, no, you're doing a real good job. And yes, told people that before when I did that one test. It wasn't during the net. I did my HT at 0.05, 15, 18 miles to some people. I don't know because we didn't have a lot of people out there. Good copy up in the North Nashville, and I don't remember where else. But it is amazing with a good antenna and a good elevation. You don't need very much power to have a good signal. You can't usually have a J pole in the attic and expect good signal in a watt. Anyway, that was Jeff, and he's in Madison. Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf. Good to have you in there, Jeff. Who else is?
AM4 YRF Mike in Belshire.
Yeah, Rick, Ashland City.
I caught Rick, and you guys did. Well, so you got the on Rick. That was Michael, Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. How are you copping everybody tonight, Michael?
You're Rick in the phone tonight.
I can't hear anything.
You can't hear anything? Oh, you're trying to run.
Conditions are not good for me today.
All right.
Rick, can you hear me? KM4YR.
Rick, can you hear me at all? K4 Peter. We'll catch Rick later. He did check in though, and that was Kilo Foxtrot. Isn't that correct? Can I get that correct? One on the head. Anybody else west? That was Rick, by the way. In Ashland City with a little bit of in Ashland City, and that's kind of a stretch on some occasions. Anyway, Kilo November 4 Tango Juliet Foxtrot. If you could have heard, or was I west? Please come in.
And 5TAW David.
Very good. There's David in Madison. November 5 Tango Alpha Whiskey, and you sound good. Give me a call.
Low power.
Yeah, very good. That's you're about an S6 to me if you weren't here, so you sound real good. Again, David, November 5 Tango Alpha Whiskey. He is in Madison. Who else?
KG4CXE, Chris and Donald.
And Donald.
Hold on. I had Chris and Donaldson. That's Charlie X-Ray Echo. Did you learn anything today there, Chris?
Yeah, it was fun.
Very email update. And I think I heard.
Yeah, Roger. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor, and I can hear everybody so far.
Oh, awesome. I had that test before I take it.
No, never have.
Well, that's why I did it. I actually had a couple of people who, I won't say they complained. They said everybody can't hear everybody. And I said, well, that's kind of the point to figure out. We don't want to do it all the time, but I think it's a good test of people's, so they don't get too super happy because they can hear everybody on 50 watts. It's kind of nice to have a test.
So far, so good.
Victor. Who else is west?
Kilo Delta 4.
And Greg is in Nashville, right?
Yeah, on the edge on Antioch.
There we go. That's right. It's Antioch. Kilo Delta. But give me a call one more time so I can look at your signal there.
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo 5 watts.
Oh yeah, you're doing about. They're from Antioch. Which antenna are you using?
This is a diamond antenna that's not up too high. I'm going to try to put it up about 10 more feet.
Great. Yeah, that's well. Again, as you know, height is any reasonably good antenna is going to get to me. We're usually about 40 miles going south, but in your case, better than that, given your location to me. But anyway, you're doing a fine job, though. I mean, good copy, good signal. Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor Echo. Who else is west?
KR 483.
Hey, and you're doing Tim?
No, well, I'm out the I don't know when you call us south, so I'll there, see if I can get back to you. But appreciate it.
Any rules? You don't hear me complaining about people checking in out of sequence. So Romeo 4 Alpha Zulu. Tim, he is mobile, and I presume you're in Murfreesboro tonight?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm running around here in Murphy. Coming in strong, but in and out where I'm at. But glad I could get back to you. That strong, big antenna you got. Shade, Paul, tell everybody, said hello. KR 480 clear. And we're out here in the rain. Murfreesboro.
So Romeo 4 Alpha Zulu in the rain, Mobile in Murfreesboro. So it wouldn't have mattered whether he was on. It's probably better he wasn't on 5 watts from or anywhere.
W. Mark in Nashville. How's that?
That's Whiskey Zero Golf Zulu Romeo in Nashville. Yeah, you sound good. And you're running 5 watts, are you, Mark? Yeah, but you're doing almost S9 here, so you're doing real good. I don't remember which antenna you had up.
It's a Diamond 5. Can't remember.
Well, the 510, either that or it's, I think the next one down is a 300 maybe.
Let's go with 510.
Expensive enough. I had never, until I bought this antenna, had never $90 on it plus the hardware. So yeah, 200 still expensive.
Well, you got the gem. You got the cream of the crop, the pick of the litter, all that.
Yeah, no. I also antenna. I had and it was worth it. Believe me, it was worth it. Nashville Whiskey Zero Golf Zulu Romeo with an X 510, which is a really several people on the net have the 510. Anybody else late checking?
Whiskey Victor 4 Delta recheck on 1 watt.
Ken, yeah, no, you're doing great on 1 watt. Again, you're full scale on 5. Call out again.
Whiskey Victor 4 Delta 1 watt, Smyrna, Tennessee.
Oh yeah, you dropped way down to 30 open.
I'll get back to the net.
Very good. I heard somebody else in there. Please come now.
We're in this mobile for Uniform Tango Sierra, Carl Glayville.
Carl, there was another double in there, but who was the other station, please?
And it said that 1 water was 10 over in this mobile.
Okay, very good. That wasn't somebody else checking in. I had Carl. That's Whiskey 4 Uniform Tango Sierra, isn't it, Carl?
Kilo. Well, whiskey ain't bad either. But yeah, I'm on the HT over here.
Oh yeah, well you're S5 with the H.
There's elevation, and it's really no way, but Colby Hill is just north of Glayville Prime.
Oh yeah, I know exactly where you're talking about, and that is an excellent elevation from on.
Right, KK4UTS, and you guys have ready.
Very good. That was Carl. He's on an HT in his driveway over in Gladeville, and that's Kilo. Okay, we didn't check in tonight, and we're still able to check in. But when we go to the other nets, the 2 meter or whatever you got, and then the same thing with the 6 meter, it's whatever you got. We're not worried about that on those particular. Before we move on. Very good. I appreciate the participation. I hope a few of you learned something. If you learned your station was working, well, pretty much all over, at least the middle Tennessee. Oh gosh, I can't even give you the locations. It's going to be, I guess, from me, it's approximately a 30 radius in all directions. And so if you can hear everybody I'm hearing, you're doing a great job. Even if you're hearing most of them, you're doing a great job. Buddy, Chris, how are you copying people tonight over there in Donaldson?
Oddly enough, I've heard about half.
Okay, very good. Well, Chris is working very nice antenna, but it's indoors on 2 meters, so he's working at a distinct disadvantage. Now he must have stepped away. Very good. Now James also has an antenna. But he's got a really nice indoor antenna. He sets it up inside the house. He has homeowner restrictions, so a good old homeowner restriction.
Comment.
Hey, go ahead, Richard.
I was just surprised.
No, it's not just the antenna. It's also all the hard work you put in and get.
Yeah, that wasn't a picnic either. Y'all carry on. Thank you, Paul, for what you do. I'm being me sitting here monitoring.
The antenna, while the money is not cool, well, it's critical to some people, obviously. It depends on who you are, but it's it up in the air that's the hard part. And I know that Richard, in his case, he in a home owner's restriction, but he's working out of an apartment, and the apartment owner has permitted him to put up a push-up pole. Which, how high is that now, Rich? Adjacent to his apartment building. So there too. And you got that guide more than twice going up the elevation?
Actually, no, I've just got a guide once, but that's.
Yeah, okay. The reason I asked that is because I tell you, in the tornado, which not everybody saw, but in that derecho winds, which covered a lot of Wilson County, it wouldn't stand up to that, I assure you. Yeah, no, we had, I'm told, 85 to 95 mile an hour winds here where I live, and over mine is and some other in my tree. If it can blow over a 55-foot poplar tree, I'm pretty sure it was pretty strong winds. But anyway, as I say, the up high, and you've been thrilled with the results and getting to talk to a lot of people you didn't talk to before, especially on that J pole down there. All righty. Well, last chance for check-ins here, but actually, what I'm looking for, looking to sell something. All right. Anybody want anything they're looking to buy? You want to buy a new?
Looking for a vertical antenna, and I'm looking for a
991A, as you know, when they run, I'm going to guess and say 1100 or 1200. You speak, I have one, and that if anybody's got a 991 particular or another all video, all band, all modes, I guess I should say that properly. Johnny, and is looking for a vertical, used or reasonably well used foot vertical.
Yeah, got plenty of room.
Okay, it's available in a vertical that's better than a quarter wave ground plane. That's because what's what he's got now. Let him. How's that? Anyway, Johnny, DTZ. I'll get his call right here in a second. That was Whiskey 4. There's a Kilo 4 Delta Tango Zulu. Yeah, there you go. Kilo 4 Delta Tango Zulu. Yeah, very good. Kilo 4 Delta Tango Zulu. Looking for a vertical of or even a 5/8 wave. So if you have one, let me know, and I'll send out a little note on the email list about that as well. The email list, but it's the one. Not everybody who's on the. I assure you, because we've got 112 people on the email list. Anybody else buy, sell, swap, swindle, anything in buying or selling? Anything else? Ed Michael in there. Go ahead.
Yeah, Paul, I'm looking for a
Tower.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it doesn't even have to be rich as long as she's got the flex radio in the tower. Don't you want to throw in some feedline too? Well, you can dream. You can dream. Preston, you had something.
Was on the 991 Alpha. Was that correct?
He's looking.
Well, I know there was one for sale. Don't know if it's still for sale. He'd have to contact Whiskey 4 Foxtrot November. Fella's name's Matt. He bought the one I used to have and was wanting to get rid of it.
Whiskey is his good call good on QRZ?
I'm gonna say it probably is, but I don't know for certain.
Well, if you don't mind, will you double check that? And if you don't, just
I may have his phone number. I'll shoot him a text and see if he still got it. And if he does,
down in Possum Trot, Johnny, on that 91 available for sale used.
Yeah, okay, copy that. Hey, if that's the Preston that I know, tell him I can. Where's my eyes? Oh, there's my brain. 4D I met him out there when they were testing, and I was helping people. This dude put up a HFHW 8010. There was a guy there, vertical antenna that I could have. So, but tell him that I cannot get a hold of him, and if I get my phone number, you can give it to him, or rinky dinky do all day or whatever.
Yeah, no, Ken, are you guys still on the? But Preston, he was trying to get a hold of Ken for. You were copying me. Were you copying at all, Preston?
Negative.
Okay. Well, you're looking to get a hold of Ken, Whiskey Victor. Okay. Ken, Johnny was about something, and Johnny Victor. Excuse me. K4DTZ.
I cannot hear him at all.
Okay, no. And what did you want from Ken there, Johnny?
I had to kick this thing in high gear. Ken, I could barely hear you, but I met you out at when they were doing my test and helping that guy put up his HFHW, and I was standing there next to you talking to Preston for 2 meter or whatever.
You had an extra 2 meter antenna for something?
Oh, sir. I gave it to a brand new ham.
Okay, very good. That antenna is already going out to the wind there, Johnny.
Okay, copy that.
Missed another one. That Preston's going to get in and verify that and get back to me, and I'll get back to you either today or tomorrow or whatever. All right, Johnny?
About on the 991?
Yes, on the 991.
Okay, affirmative.
And I'll also put out a note to the crew, to the 112 I'm in the web, about on the email list about you're looking for a vertical as well.
Hey, copy that. Okay, I appreciate that.
All righty, very good. Any other? Hold on, let me make a note there on what I was looking for here. What do you call it on the 991? A was for that whiskey 4 Romeo Foxtrot November. Okay, very good. Any buy, sell, swap, or swindle or late check-ins? Please come in. All righty. I'm glad we did. I think it was. I believe that it was profitable to have that kind of an event. We hadn't done it in a long time, and good enough that everybody had a good chance at hearing and understanding who they could hear and not hear. So I hope that was people found that profitable, or doesn't work. Into which directions, perhaps Anyway, of you are keeping logs of who where you can't hear. It's usually very helpful. All righty, very good. And then you have to look up frustrated because you can't talk to them. I know that's how I've felt in the past. And I've helped other people be frustrated by that. And if you have Google Earth, you can actually do elevation profiles between stations. And if you need help with that, tell me and I'll help you. I'll walk you through that. It's kind of neat. You can actually see on line of sight between the two stations, and you can see the bumps in the road along the way. Anyway, we're going to move on then over to the and on full power, or not go back to, but on full band portion of the net, be there momentarily. K4P.
Have fun, KL4DTC clear.
Yeah, full power. All right, Johnny. Yeah, full power and everything on the sideband on 6 meters and 2 meters.
Can't do 6 meters. I can do it, but nobody can hear me. So yeah, I'll just stay here.
No, I got it. I'm with you. Very. We're moving over to that portion of the net on whatever full power you got. All right, have a good one. We'll catch everybody over who can be on 2 meter side. All right, we're moving over to this portion of the net. Simplex Radio Net 144.240. Looking for check-ins from the south. Please come now. All right, we'll move right along. South didn't pick up anybody, but we might find somebody from the east, and we'll come back to south. K4PEW, please come now. All right, with KE4TWI, a good signal there from west and near Watertown. Who else?
Kilo 4, Juliet, Zulu, India, John, Mount Juliet.
Very good, John. Got you. For hold on. Give me your call one more time.
Said I.
Yeah, very good. Juliet, Zulu, India. Into my brain. For some reason, my brain doesn't like that combination of three letters. Juliet, KK4, JZI. Here in Mount Juliet. Good see. All righty, up to the north, then. Please come now.
9 RKK.
Very good. You're doing fine. Hold on. Verifying I'm on full power there when I switched over. And there was KB9RKK, and that's Frank here in all right, it was double in there, but Whiskey Echo 4 Echo, Danny and Henderson.
Hello, Mark.
All right, Mike, got you in there. You sound real good. In Northwest Wilson. Who else? East or north? Over to the west, then.
Fort YRF, Michael at Belshire.
Very good. We got Michael and Belshire with excellent signal. Anybody else up next? Where did I start? Sound well, north. Actually, north or west. Please come on.
KG4, CX.
Very good. How are you copying people tonight on the sideband, Chris?
Pretty good. I've got probably all but one so far.
The one was maybe TWI in Watertown.
Oddly enough, I heard him. There was a WE something, and it was.
Yo, Danny, Whiskey Echo. Must have stepped away. He's done. All right. Anybody else north? Well, let's say south.
Kilo 4, India, Delta, Charlie.
Very good. What Kilo 4 India Delta Charlie? That's Robin here in, well, anywhere. North, south, east, or west. Please come now. I got you in there, John. There was a double or triple in there, but I had Whiskey 4 Alpha.
Kilo Delta 4, Charlie, Victor, Echo, Greg, and Antioch.
Very good, Greg. Nice signal there out of Antioch. For Charlie, Victor, Echo. Who? Anybody else? Anywhere, any place? Anybody copying anybody? I'm not. One more time. North, south, east, or west. Anybody? Please come now. Well, very good. We had 11 check-ins. To give you a quick rundown here, we had in Bellevue all with very good signals tonight. India Delta Charlie here in Hermitage over by Percy Priest Lake, and Chris Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo indoor there in Donaldson. Michael Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot in Belshire, and Mark Whiskey Bravo in Hendersonville, and then we had in Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo and John Kilo 4 Juliet Zulu India, and West Kilo Echo 4 Tango Whiskey India, and myself Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey in Mount Juliet. And
all right, will do.
All right, we're moving over to the 6 meters at 135 50.135. We'll see you there.
Question, Paul.
Yeah, go ahead.
How many did you count total on upper sideband?
Wherever we're moving to. 6 meters, 50.135, 50.1. Unlimited power. Cool. So we need more power, Captain.
WE4E, K4IDC, quick. WE4EQ is what?
Yeah, we got somebody. Is the frequency in use? Okay, just want to make sure I heard somebody in there. Let me make an adjustment. All righty, this is K4 Juliet Simplex Radio Net working on 6 meter net on 50.135. Again, we'll start from the south. Anybody from the south, please come now. Very good. We've got Whiskey Zero Golf Zulu Romeo. We'll change that name again. Good signal. Who else is coming now? We had a double or triple in there, but I Larry in there first. Larry in the Rockville. Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. Nice booming signal. Which antenna are you using in the?
More ICOM 756.
No, the antenna.
Oh, the antenna.
You got a beam. That's why the signal's so good and hefty, I'll say. Very, please come now.
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo Greg on the Nashville side of Antioch.
Very good. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Who else south? All right, from the east, please. Very good. Got you in there, Camp in excuse me, in Lebanon. You sound good, Stan. Who else is east? Please, got a little low on me, but I think I know who it is. Kilo for Juliet, Zulu, India. I hate, even though I know the voice, I'd have to get the full QSO credit, I guess. Where I'd prefer to hear the whole thing. But and again, that's in Mount Juliet. Kilo for Juliet, Zulu, India. Who else? South or east? Anybody else south or east? Then moving up to the north, or south, east, or north?
Okay, Whiskey Echo 4 Echo.
Very good. Any Robin was trying to get a hold of you, or just a minute ago before you moved over.
Okay.
So you can get up for Echo in Hendersonville. Anybody else? Here in Hermitage. Who else? North. Let's try that first. Anybody else north?
9 Echo 10 4 FA.
Very good. I heard FAX in there. Very good. That is Otis, and he is in. That's Kilo November 4 Foxtrot. Excuse me. Kilo November 4 Foxtrot Alpha X-ray. Very good. Otis, got you in there. Good strong signal. All righty. KB9 RKK Frank in. Who else north? All right, hold on. We had a triple again. I had Mark November Oscar in Northwest Wilson. Who else we got in north? Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra. Very good. Who else we got north? Any other north stations? Going over to the
KM4 YRF Mike and Belshire.
Did you already get the matched pair up there on the pole, Michael?
Not yet. Hopefully soon.
You're not going to need it to me. I'm sure of that. Maybe for DX you'll do better, but my gosh, you see, that was Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot in Belshire. Who else is north or west? Kilo Golf for India Lima Victor. Was that Jack? Very good. Very. If I'm lucky, I could hear that. I didn't think my ears were that good, but your signal is really copy Jack very well.
Yeah, but it was really low signal.
All right, no, I was able to copy him. It just I kind of knew I could pick the part of the call out that gave me who he was, but very low signal. Anyway, Jack, we can talk about that another time. I'm not sure what you're using for. Hands, any place, anywhere, please come in. I think Kilo 4 DTZ. Did I hear that right? Yeah, I didn't copy much of that, Johnny. Yeah, very low signal, very similar to Jack's. It's just a really copy in there. We'll have to talk later. I'd love to know which. I don't remember which antenna you're using. Anybody else before we go backtrack? And pretty good net for 6 meters. Anybody else? Anybody copying anything? I'm not.
I'm not hearing anything, Paul.
Yeah, I start to hear voices in the noise. I'm thinking there's something in there, and there's nothing. Down here at the bottom or at the top, whichever way you want to put it. I got Johnny in Inglewood, Kilo 4 Delta Tango Zulu, and Michael, Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot in Belshire, and Mark, Kilo Bravo 0 November Oscar Oscar in the Northwest. We've got Otis, who is in Hendersonville, Kilo November 4. And we also had Robin, Kilo 4 India Delta Charlie in Hermitage, Danny, Whiskey Echo 4 Echo in Hendersonville. And we had, who do we have in 11? Oh, yeah. Dan, can you get my numbers right? Kilo Mike 4, Hotel Quebec Echo, and then Stan, Aiden Echo 4, KE4, 5, again, can't read my own writing here. It didn't look like the right Larry, and that's Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor Vegas, and we've got Paul, me, and Mount Juliet here.
Wow, that was 15 on 6 meters.
Yeah, that's a lot of participants. People are obviously upgrading and doing things a little differently, and that's awesome to have the nets. And anyway, thank you for all your participation. 31 on 2 meters and 11 on 2 meter sideband and 15 on 6 meters upper sideband. So appreciate it. Close the net and move on. Everybody have a great night. I'll be on 2 meters in a moment.